This is actually one of my favorite techniques. If you took the Stamps and Stuff technique classes, it was week number 29, but the complete instructions to this are available on our website at stampsandstuff.org. So all the tools, everything that you will need, the punches, and all the instructions will be available on the website under techniques. So we're going to start. What you will need is you will need a 6-petal punch, and you need to punch it out 3 times. What we are going to do with the first one, you'll take in between 2 petals and you're going to cut just to the center, right like this. And then you'll put it down. The next one, we are going to make that cut, then we're going to come over to the next indent, and you're just going to remove 1 petal. So you will have it like this. Then the third one, you will make that same first cut, and then you're going to go over 2 petals and you're going to cut that out. So it will be like in the shape of a heart. So there you'll have, those are all the cuts that you will need for this flower. So now we're going to put them all together. So what we will take here is our first flower, and what I found that makes it easier for it to cup, because you want it to cup, we're going to take this and we're going to glue this over like this. But what makes it cup easier is if you take and fold in between each petal like I'm doing right now. So that way when you do glue it, it is easier. So we're going to take the glue and we'll put a little on the petal. And with your glues, usually with paper, less is more. So you don't want to put a whole lot of glue, because then you'll be sitting there holding it for 10 minutes while it glues. So that's our first section we have there. Then we will take, and the second one, we will fold this the same as we did the others. So that what it's going to do is it's going to cup easier. And it's more important that you do this with the second and third one, because there's more space that it's going to have to step over to catch the petal to be glued. So then we have our second one right there. Our third one, we'll fold again. And glue in the same manner. And see how much space this is going to have to go over. That's why it's important that you take and get that crease mark in between so that they can fold. So basically there's our first 3. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this one here, the heart. You're going to clip off the bottom. Then you're going to fold it around so that it kind of cups. And this is what this is going to be, is this is going to be inserted in the center of the petals to be our bud center. If you'll notice, I sometimes wipe off the glue because I don't like to have to sit there for a long period of time and let that glue set. So there we have this one. Then the single petal that we have, you're going to cut in half again. And I should have my tweezers here, but I don't. But if you had your tweezers, you'll grab it right on the edge. And what you want to do is roll it on itself. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a little glue in the center that you just did. And then you will take this and put it in. And that forms your center. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the largest one. And we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue in the center. We'll take, and then if you have your tweezers, it will be easier for you to put these flowers together. You'll put this in the center, hold it a little bit for that glue to kind of catch a little bit. Then this one, what I like to do is cut the tip off, because what's going to happen is that flower is going to come out. The center is going to be out, coming out too much, and what you want is you want the center to set down in. So what you're going to do is cut just a little bit of that tip off. Put a little glue in the center here. Put this one in, and what I do is I alternate the petals too. You want each petal to go down in between the one before. Okay, now I'm going to take my center petal. Like I said, this would be a lot easier if I would have thought to bring my tweezers over here, but rather than have you guys wait for me to go get them, then I'm going to put that right in there, and there is our rose. Now what I like to do with the petals, and I use this punch here. Family Treasures is no longer available, but we do sell the punch bunch, so if you need those, you can go to the website and contact us. But what I do with the petals is I take and hold it, and I take a fine stylus, and I take and go from end to end, and then just make some hash marks from the center to each of the edges. And then what I do is I take the Tim Holtz Vintage Photo, and I just kind of put a little bit of color on the edge, and then you kind of bend that up, and it really gives your leaves a good effect. So here we go again with this one. Putting my Vintage Photo on. And so what I do is I usually have one facing one way and one the other, and I just glue them onto the back of my flower, and that basically is all there is to it. And you can sit there watching TV. It is just so easy, and you can make all kinds of flowers. And you can go, this punch, it comes in a smaller size. It comes steps up, so you can do roses of any size, and it's really easy. Again, check out the website. We have all kinds of techniques and cards and galleries for all your scrapbooking ideas. And again, thanks for watching.